Hello, good neighbor. It is apparent that I need a haircut. And the last couple times I've went to the supercuts or whatever they call it, I tell them a number 4 on the side and cut it short on top. Well, they've just been cutting a number 4 on the side and using their buzzers on top. So I get frustrated for getting a haircut, but they don't use scissors. I said I can just do that at home. So I'm going to attempt, this is the second time this is my second attempt at cutting my own hair. First time I just shaved it all bald. So we're going to do this again. It is getting to be springtime, summertime, so it's not cold. So I could shave my head off. But let me just pick you up and unclip you here. I'm going to put you in my GoPro. I'm going to put you on my chest, and we're going to buzz this thing up. But let me unclip you here. Yeah, let's unclip you here and just look at this mess. Yeah, is that camera lens dirty? But I'm going to brush this hair, and look at that bald spot. You see that bald spot up there? I'd like to keep it long enough to cover that, but I don't think there's any covering that bald spot. So look at these eyebrows. I don't know. You see how long those get? Can you even see that? I might have to give you a little zoom in action. Yeah, look at those eyebrows. And look at this hair. Look at that. If I was in the Caesar days, like back in Julius Caesar, look at that. So we need to try to get rid of these sideburns. Look at all that. Yeah, see, when it's like that, it's not bad, but that's even getting ridiculous. There you go. Julius Caesar look. All right. Probably should have backed that camera way out like that. All right, so let's look at that. You want to see what I look like with the Bizarro world? Yeah, I can part it this way. Maybe that's what I'll do to cover up that bald spot. I'll just do a comb over this way. All right. So you like that look? Or that look? I don't know. I got to cut it off. Looks like 1970s or 1980s feather look. A lot of people like that long hair, but look at it. The neck needs to be shaved. All right, so let's clip you in, and we'll do our best to get rid of these eyebrows and not get rid of all of them. We'll try not to shave them off. All right. So there's the before look. Maybe I'll do a snapshot. I'll do a screenshot. Yeah, I'll get these eyebrows nice and up and do a screenshot. All right, let's clip you in. Let's clip you in the chest, and you can watch me cut my hair and see what happens. I don't know. Oh, I still got that tooth to deal with. Yeah, got another 6 months of no tooth. I guess I could stick it in while I'm doing a haircut just for you, but I have to keep my mouth closed. I can't get hair in there. All right, let's get a haircut. Quit messing around and make some content. It's all about the content, right? Yeah, it is. All right, you know the drill. Let's get to work. I think that camera lens is dirty. Damn it, Jim. Unprofessional. Okay, it is apparent. I got the GoPro chest. I got the microphone. Here are my tools that I will be using to cut my hair. I have a wired wall. These clippers. You see these clippers right here? I'll put the longest one on it. And then I have this wall that is cordless. So I will use this for nose hair and ear hair. And this for sideburns. So I got it all here. I even have a cape I can wear. So I'll put the cape on, maybe not. No, I don't need a cape. I'll just bring out my shirt. Okay, so I'm gonna put you on my chest and we're gonna DIY haircut. Do it yourself, DIY. All right, let's get to work. We're taking money from poor Chinese people that are trying to make a living cutting hair, but they're doing it to themselves. They're supposed to use scissors. They forced me to, all this, I bought this for COVID. So this is, get used to it. I might be cutting my own hair from now on, or not. We'll find out what happens. Let's strap you on my chest. Let's go, quit messing around. Ah, it's a cat's life, isn't it? Okay, I got the power. I'm scaring the cat. So we are gonna get the longest. Is this the longest or is this the longest? Okay, I think I'm gonna start with my, oh, look at, this is the longest. She's got these two together. So these are the two I use. Man, she is smart. My manager, that lady is on it. She knows what we used last time. Okay, let's get this set up and quit messing around. Okay, I got this buzzer here. I think I'm gonna start with the sideburns. So I wanna keep this little gadget right there. I don't wanna lose anything, which I am good at. So let's start with the sideburns. Let's tilt this camera up. Let's cut this camera and make sure all the correct settings are set. Okay, we're gonna start with the sideburns. This is almost a little ASMR. I like them even with the ears. Can you see that? I just cut off a big chunk. Even with the ears. Get rid of all this. All right. No sideburns. That's what I tell them. Okay, I better leave that alone and get the right one for it. Okay, I did the sideburns. Now, time for the big guns. Okay, time for the big gun. No turning back now. Whoa. Now, do I go up like this? No turning back now. I wonder if I should put this camera right there. Because I'm not sure what it's picking up. Okay, here comes the moment of truth. How about this way? Oh, that's how you do it. Whoa, that was a big chunk. Whoa. Okay, the back's going to be a little hard. Whoa. I don't know if this is a good thing or not. Okay, I'm going to change the camera angle up. Take this camera angle off. I'm going to put you right there so you can see the back of this thing. Whoa. There's the mess I'm making. Let's change the camera angle up. Okay, how's that camera angle look? Here we go. Here goes nothing. See, I want to get all that. You ready for the back? Here we go. Yeah, I feel like this is all they're doing in that shop. I'm gonna have to get all the hair out of my wife's flowers. Okay, here comes the opposite way. You ready? It's definitely gonna look homemade. What's the back look like? Can you tell me if I'm doing good back there? I hear something. I almost bought the Floby at one time. Okay. I'm just gonna go all around this place. Look at that. Just one length. Whoa, that was a lot. See all this on the side? I gotta get rid of all that. Okay, I'm gonna get the shorter one out for the sides here. Look at this. I just took off a big chunk right there. You know why people don't do their own fire sprinklers? I guess this is why people don't do their own hair. Get this, look at us right here. Get all that. Oh, here you go. Okay. What do you think? This is how Britney Spears did it. I feel like I need to go with the short one on the side. Yeah, I did it. All right, I'm gonna put a short one on the side. Let's see if I can really mess it up. How about that? Okay, I got the short one. Here's where all the damage gets done. Yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to be going with the... Yeah, I'm getting something here. Yeah, look at this. Oh, that was a lot. It's hard to do the back. I'm not left-handed. All right. There you go. Give it a little close call right here. Maybe even an opposite call. Yeah, get all that. Here's where I feel like I mess up. Yeah, like that. Oh yeah, look at this back here. I guess if you don't see the back, it doesn't matter. I gotta shave the back of my neck. Yeah, it feels like it's a little long right there. But after you go short back there, you can't really take any back. You can't glue it back on. I'm just gonna go real short right here. 1, 2, famous last words. All right. Now we just need to clean up this neck the best we can. Yuck. Do women have this problem? All right, let's clean up the neck as best we can. Like I said, everything's opposite. How am I doing? Whoa, you heard that. Oh, the back was pretty bad. Yeah, as soon as you get to be an old man, your ears start to drop. You start getting hair everywhere. All right, there you go. Oh, I gotta do the eyebrows. Be careful now. Here's how I do my eyebrows. I'll show you that. Okay, when you got eyebrows this big and thick, here's how I do these. I get this like that. Look at that. Look, can you see that? Whoa. That was a lot, wasn't it? This one's a little more hard. Like I said, I'm not left-handed. How do I do this one? Freehand? Freehand. You see it. Freehand. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. Whoa! I just cut a big old chunk out of my eyebrow. See what happens when you freehand? Look at that big chunk I just put out of there. Good thing it's hair, it'll grow back, but I just took a chunk out of my eyebrow. How's that look? You see that? Oh my God, what am I doing? Okay, I guess I could quit taking chunks out of my eyebrow. And yeah. Yeah, my eyebrows grow into my side of my head. So that hair on my ears. Okay, I got a hummingbird feeder that I need to change the hummingbird food. It's getting a little old. I like to give them fresh hummingbird food. So let's clean this up and go take a shower. How did I do on the back? I guess I'll get a mirror. All right, let's clean this up and finish this video. This is only temporary, and so is that one eyebrow shaved off. Okay, postscript. I got the shortest little thing here, and I did my sideburns with this short little thing. So yeah, so I did the shorty. The red is the shortest. There's the shortness. Okay, let's go clean ourselves up and see how we did. Yeah, I don't want to go too much shorter, but hey, I did what they would do. All right, let's go. Get it off, yuck, yuck, yuck. Okay, last but not least, the nose hair and the ear hair, just as important. Clean that up. So I've already kind of got this ear hair. You can hear it. Get my microphone up there. Maybe I'll do this. Watch this for you. I'll unclip this microphone. How about this? You ready for this? Yeah, you hear it. How about this nose hair? There you go. They don't do that in the doctor's office or barber's office. Barber's office. Barber's chair. All right, let's clean this up and I'll give you one last look. DIY. Do it yourself. It's the way of the world. Look at that big chunk I took out. I'll show you that in a minute. Let's clean. Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. It is apparent that I got you in the bathroom. I lost my sunlight. So it looks like I did okay on the haircut. There could be a little bit on the top here that could go a little shorter, but you don't want to go too short. And look at right here. I trimmed the sides with the smaller red. But this right here is called Murray's hair gel. And as you can see, it's got an African-American man and an African-American lady. And it's in the African-American section of your local hardware store. And that's what it looks like. Pomade, that's right. See that stuff? That's how I get that movie star look. So I get about that much on my hand. I don't need a lot with not this much hair. Pomade, Murray's Superior Hairdressing Pomade. So I do this, I get about 27, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 27, okay, so I get that and 27 whips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. All right, there you go, 27. How's that new haircut look? That looks pretty good. Little short, but hey, that's as good as you get. Can't be that bad, can it? It's not that good, but not that bad. All right, yeah, a little short on the sides, but I'll take it. DIY haircut. All right, well, as always, I want to, oh yeah, let me show you this. Yeah, I cut my own eyebrows. There's a little white mark you can see right there. That's because it's a little thin. I tried to freehand it and got a little free with my hand. All right. Well, as always, I want to thank you for coming along with me on these DIY, do-it-yourself haircutting adventures. I can't see the back, but you can, so you know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. See, if I was Jewish, I could cover that up. Something to think about. I don't know. All right. Christian till the day I die. God is real. Jesus saves. God is good all the time. All right, enough of me preaching. Thank you again for watching. You know the drill. Peace, love, all that hippie jazz. Pop.